twice, I know he's hunting him a bit of shade. But the tadpoles in the cow trough, man, they sure got it made. Buried under cool green moss, down where the sun don't shine. Cool in the hottest weather, man, they're cool all the time. Oh, I'd like to join them. I wonder if there's room for a tired and sweaty old cowboy. Tadpoles, make some room. Oh, my burden's heavy, I carry such a mighty load. Up above soars an eagle, I wonder if he knows what I'd give to trade with him, go where he goes. Oh, I wonder if that old eagle knows what I'd give to know the heights he knows. Oh, I'd like to join him. I wonder if there is room for a tired and sweaty old cowboy eagle. Make some room. Someday will come a blue norther, big wind and lots of rain. I'd love to be like a grand blue norther, blow away all my pain. I'd let it all out in one mighty big breath, dump my tears on the plain. Yeah, I'd love to be like a grand blue norther, blow away all my pain. Oh, I'd like to join him. I wonder if there is room for a tired and sweaty old cowboy norther. Make some room. The wind was hot and the sun was hard, and I was beaten, my mare was tired, and the fence line I was riding stretched forever. My mind drifted off and back to Carmela and her heart of black and the things that she'd said to me yesterday. So when the boss sent me out checking fences, I was glad, 'cause I knew that it meant that I could spend some time out all alone. I wiped the sweat that stung my eyes, looked up and I realized that I was coming up on the south windmill. The concrete tank stood there beside the water trough that it supplied. When the trough was full, the mill could keep on pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping. So we drank deep from the shallow trough, and wetting my hair gave me the thought that a swim in that big tank might cool me down. So I shucked my duds and hung them on the fence, climbed the wires to reach the rim. myself on up and jumped right in. The water was cool down underneath, but deeper than I thought it'd be. There was no ladder and the walls were slick with moss. Sure enough, I got cooled down when I found I had no way out, and the thought of a rat in the feed bin chilled my blood. Well, at first I laughed at the fix I was in, then my troubles all sank in. Without some help, I was there to stay. I screamed and clawed to no avail, till dignity and voice had failed. I wore my fingers down on those damn walls, and I marked the time with the windmill shade passing across my mossy grave, and the cows coming to water twice a day. Lightning strike or rattlesnake or barroom fight would do me in, not some Mexican rose. The fact is I was hot and dumb, struck stupid by the sun and love. So on the one hand, I guess she played her part. Through all that time I cussed her lots, but I cussed myself the most because I had not looked before I'd left. Now overhead an eagle soars, and I smell rain coming from the north. I wonder if she'll even shed one tear, just one tear, over me, just one tear.
Let's have a hand for that young cowboy and wish him better luck next time, and hope we'll see him up in Fargo or somewhere farther down the line. Well, this time he sure drew a bad one that nobody could ride. But by the way he pulled his hat on, he'd be there for the fight. And it's the classic contradiction, the unavoidable affliction. Well, it don't take much to predict, son, the way it always goes. 'Cause one day she'll say she loves you, and the next she'll be tired of you. But she'll always come to shove you on that midnight rodeo. He almost made it to the buzzer. Somehow he gave up in the end. They put one hand around the other, let that pickup man on in. And it was his last chance to ride it, and now he'll have to move along. But he knows back in his mind he won't be away for long. And it's the classic contradiction, it's the unavoidable affliction. It don't take much to predict, son, the way it always goes. Because one day she'll say she loves you, and the next she'll be tired of you, and push will always come to shove you on that midnight rodeo. So let's have a hand for that young cowboy, wish him better luck next time, and hope we'll see him up in Fargo or somewhere farther down the line.
Well, there he sits, huddled by his fire, dreaming his dreams that he's dreamed before. Just watching those sparks drifting up to heaven, and watching his hopes drift away like smoke. Just look at those sparks drifting up to heaven, seeking a place among the stars. Do you think sparks dream of being stars? And if they do they know they're fools? He drifted to town some years ago with the first fall snow. He spoke of the circuit and all the bulls that he'd rode, but the bulls that outdone him, and all he'd wound up with was broke bones and handfuls of dirt. And if you'd had his dreams, you'd know how that must have hurt. So just let him be a broke down old